I haven't taken down my Halloween specific decorations yet, and you can't make me. So I've seen Murphy and Kat do this, and Lala. I think she may have been the one who created it. It's the end of your book tag. And the only reason I'm really doing it, not that anyone has any interest in my opinions of anything, but it's because I've got like 3 reviews I could do for school books, but I just do not have the energy and willpower. And this will be something like short and sweet that I can do before I start in on all the papers I have to write for this last month. It's about to get crazy. So I've got to film when I can, and this is something short. Sorry, I just got distracted because like one of my cats is laying on the vent because the hot air is coming out, and it's like really cute. I wish I could show you, but I'm not going to worry about moving the computer, but she's really cute. They're all really cute watching me and being quiet, good babies and not jumping around like they normally do. Anyway, back to the actual tag. So the first one on the tag is, are there any books you started that you need to finish? Yes, because I had started 2 books before I started class for this semester. One of them is The Shining, with this really interesting paperback. And I started this back in like June or July. Like I started this pre-reading rush. And I didn't get but that far into it, like not far at all. And I had this grand plan of reading this and Doctor Sleep before the movie came out so I could go watch the movie and know what the heck was happening, because I've never seen The Shining. That's its own thing. Anyway, I didn't obviously get around to reading this because I had school that took up my time instead. But I would like to finish it before the end of the year so I can get another Stephen King knocked out. The other book that I started and haven't finished is Stalking Jack the Ripper. And that one I definitely will finish. I'm about 75% the way through. I just have to find time. Number 2 on the list is, do you have an autumnal book to transition to the end of the year? I don't personally have a book that I'm reading to transition because I'm reading for school. But if you would like a recommendation, I would recommend The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater and Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. Both of those are very autumnal and atmospheric books, and I don't have physical copies of either, but those would be really good autumnal transition books. Number 3 is there a new release you're still waiting for? I don't think so. Everybody's really into Call Down the Hawk, but I've never read the Raven Boys and like the Raven Cycle series, so I just don't care. I'm sure I'll change my mind if I ever read the series. But 2020, get at me. I need King of Crows yesterday. And Suzanne Collins' new book, whose title I won't say because I still think the title and the cover are stupid. But yeah, 2019, I don't think there's anything I'm looking forward to in the next 2 months. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Okay, besides the ones I need to finish, so those 2, I also want to read, and my screen is going to shake, The Bone Houses, Crier's War, and House of Salt and Sorrows, all of which I got in my Owl Crate boxes and are kind of my most anticipated of what I've got. So I think I'm going to do a buddy read with Gina on that one in December because my exam's in the first week of December. So I have the whole month of December and the first 2 weeks of January to read from me. I may even pick up Illuminae. I really want to read it now. Now that Lala had like her existential crisis after reading it. I'm like, okay, it's been on my shelf long enough. I need to read Illuminae. Number 5, is there a book that you think will shock you and become your fave of the year? You know, probably. I mean, I don't want to guess. I know what's not going to be my favorite. Absalom by William Faulkner, which I'm having to read for class right now. Jesus Almighty. I am struggling with that book. That is not a favorite. I know that. 3 chapters in, I know. Watch that be my favorite. It could probably be any one of these books that I'm reading for the Owl Crate thing, and I'll probably love The Shining because I love Stephen King. I don't think I've met a single book of his that I've read that I didn't, really enjoy and recommend. Some of them, obviously, I like more than others, but there hasn't been one I read and said, I kind of wish I hadn't have wasted time on that. Like, I always enjoy it. I'm really liking Stalking Jack the Ripper. I feel like I know what's going to happen, but just enough that I'm probably going to be shocked by the ending, and that alone could kind of spike it over. I don't think yeah, I don't think I make that prediction because it really could be any one of these. Any of those that I'm gonna read and finish could be the next favorite. The last question in the tag is, have you already started making reading plans for 2020? So, yes. Read more is always a challenge because I want to see if I can beat my reading challenge from year to year. I know I'm going to do the reading rush again in July because summer is my big reading time anyway because I'm not in school. But I know fall semester I will, fingers crossed, get into up division, and that is when I will be teaching multiple hours in a classroom a week. I think it's like once a week I have to go teach in a classroom. So I'll be a little bit busier with lesson planning and grading and the formalities of teaching next fall. So I don't know if I'll be able to do Spookathon again, or any of the other kind of like witchy, spooky things that go around. I do know that we're planning, or at least talked about, me and Gina doing a read through of the Diviners again, before King of Crows comes out, so we can kind of like last minute read it again. I've only read the series once. She's read it twice, I think. So, that way it's fresh in our minds. That way if there's any connections in like the first, second book we don't remember, we got it. Oh, and I thought of it today when I was in class and they read this for the English 4 class I observed. The Great Gatsby. I've never read The Great Gatsby. 2020 feels like an appropriate time to read a book about the Roaring Twenties and the disillusionment with the Jazz Age. So at some point I will read The Great Gatsby. That'll have to probably wait till summer too, because I'm going to want to give it attention that it needs. Or it could be my first book of January. That actually might be what I'll do with it. I'll try to read The Great Gatsby within the first 2 weeks of January. But other than that, that's about all I've got as far as reading plans. I don't plan out fun videos to do because I don't have any free time. I admire anybody who has either a full-time job or is a full-time student and does creative, fun YouTube videos. I can't relate. I barely get done what I'm supposed to get done, as evidenced by the fact that I'm making this video and not writing like the 3 papers I have to be writing. But anyway, this was fun. It's nice to kind of see where I'm at and what I've got left to do. I can't believe November's already over. In my brain, it's already over because I have 11 days of class left. So like, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow in my brain. But anyway, I'm looking forward to whatever I get to read of this stuff. So